Page 24, Kaleidoscope Colors. In this piece, we're dealing with different sounds and combinations of notes and so forth, and what do they sound like? And sound, you can think of colors. It's a personal thing. There's no right or wrong. It's just you're thinking of different sounds. It's like what that's known as a tone poem, where it's just playing with the sounds and the colors and the different chords and the harmonies come together. So it's something like this. I don't know that I'll have much of a melody going on or rhythm. It's more like the different sounds, the different notes together. What do they sound like? So let's look this over. It's about a page and a half long. Treble clef now. See, both stabs are treble clef. Remember, this is why I always check it. Just get in the habit of checking the clef signs because they're not always going to be treble and bass. Treble clef, 4/4 time signature. I see a bunch of quarter notes and half notes and whole notes. I'm going to go ahead and take both hands at the same time because most of the time it's only one hand at a time playing. The right hand is up here and the left hand is thumb here, so you're in C position up here. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4. That's about that. Let's go over to measure 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. And then C and E together. Yeah. So much for that. Last line. The C in the left hand, you see how that's tied? That's how they do it. You can only tie 2 notes at a time. So if they want it held longer than that, they got to string them together. And that's what this is. You're going to play the C on measure 21. And you're going to hold it down for the rest of the piece. Just hold it down. And the right hand you're playing here. And then C and D. And then here. And then that's tied for the last 2 measures. So the last 2 measures, you got all the steps. So once I have an idea what the hands are doing, then I'll go back over it slowly and get rid of any hesitations. A steady beat. And then I add the articulation. These curved lines, these are slurs. You connect the notes. But you may or may not connect the notes between the slurs. So I might go at the beginning, lift up, but I don't have to. They're slurs. I can connect the whole first line together. It's like every 4 measures, and it just works out this way. Happens to be a phrase, a musical sentence. So I'm going to lift up there, lift up before I go, like taking a breath, and then again, connect them. So I think I'm going to do it that way. So measure 9, same thing. I'm going to connect the whole line. But then I'm going to lift up to go on, like taking a breath. And then the dynamics. MF, mezzo forte, both hands, whatever you think moderately loud is. Now the second line, soft, echo that. Measure 9, you're loud now. And then measure 13, soft, echo it. And measure 17, loud. Oh, we're all over the place. And then the last line, we're starting out. Now this is, you just play it, playing the same, moderately loud, and now the right hand, moderately soft, and then soft. This dies away on its own. So once you get an idea of the dynamics, then we think about the speed, and it says rather slowly. Isn't that nice? Well, it's to give you more time to enjoy the combination of notes, the harmonies. How slowly? Whatever your rather slowly is, I don't care. Coffee's kicking in for me, it's not going to be that slow. And then finally, they want you to hold the pedal down, and generally would do something like this. We'll get to the pedal eventually because it's important you understand why you're using the pedal. I would prefer you not use the pedal at all, but in a case like this, we need it. And you're going to hold it down for the whole piece. You smear all this together. So push the pedal down right after you play that first note and hold it down for the whole piece. And at the end, the notes and the pedal all come up together. That's the pedal. It's something like that. That's my rendition of it. You don't have to go that speed. Your dynamics may be a little different. Feel it. But you're listening to the tones, all these different harmonies mixing together. That's really what this is about. Now let's play it together slowly to check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not doing the dynamics. We're not performing it. I'm not going to do the pedal because you hear the notes better. We're after notes and rhythms here, so I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, tie, 2, 3, 4, off. There's a duet for this at the bottom of the page, or page 24. I'd like to play that. You play what you just played. About speed where it sort of goes somewhere, I don't know. Whatever. But if you're on the same keyboard, if you're playing this with somebody and you're on the same keyboard as them, let the bottom part do the pedal. You don't do the pedal. When you're doing duets, the bottom part does the pedal, not the top, generally speaking. Now, if you're each on your own keyboard, then you have to do the pedal because we need the pedal to get the effect. So I'm going to give us 4 counts. You play it right where it's written, it's fine. Do the dynamics in the whole bit. 1, 2, ready, go.